Alright, hello pool friends, it's me Danny, doing another quick pool video. I bought a new vacuum head. So I'll show you the one that I've been using for a couple years that I got off Amazon, and it has some issues, so I decided to try a new one. So I'm going to unbox that and I'm going to walk you through how I vacuum my pool. So yeah, let's look at it. So there's a lot of things right now that the scooper cannot get. And yes, I don't have a skimmer, so I'm always like skimming all this stuff by hand. But that stuff right in there has got to get vacuumed up. And then I have a lot of just little algae trying to grow. So we're going to get that all up. And yeah, let's do it. Let's open this up first. So where's the one I had before? Is it here? It's not here. But what would happen is the bristles would wear off. Even if I brought it in for the winter, the bristles would wear down and just fall off, and then I would be vacuuming up bristles. So this is the one I got. Slightly more expensive than the other one, but not. Ooh! Does it come with an adapter for the... This is great because I've had so many people saying, where did you get your this thing? This came with my skimmer, and this is how I hook my hose to my out. And people are like, where do you get that? Well, it looks like if you get this, you can get that adapter. So we'll use that today, and I'm really not sure what that part is for. Maybe to screw this on. I'm gonna figure it out. You're gonna come with me, but you know for sure this is gonna hook onto my pole. I'll do that now. Pray that it fits on there. It looks like it's going to, so I'm gonna slide that in. Let's take a look at this. So when I vacuum, I have two things, right? I don't know technical terms. I have the in, whatever. So, let's see. Oh, okay, so it doesn't really fit on there, but that's odd. Anyways, I have one. Hopefully you have something to hook it. Otherwise, what you can do is you can just have someone hold it against the inlet for you. So that's annoying though because you need two people, but this was made for my skimmer and it just screws on, and then I can just smush the vacuum against that. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm sorry, this is going to be a little bit ratchet. I got a comment that one of my videos was ratchet, and I'm like, okay, well, what I'm going to do now is throw this in the pool, and you can use your pump to blow the water out, but I just submerge mine. So I'm going to put you up on the ladder and show you how I do that. I've got this hooked to my pole. Hey, come back here. And my thing floated away. See if I can get you guys up a little bit higher on something here. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I gotta submerge my hose. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. So what I do, oh wait, I think that's what that thing was for. Hold on. I think that maybe I should read the instructions. That'd probably be a bright idea. Alright, it looks like this screws onto the bottom. Okay, and then does this. I'm not really getting good suction there, so like that. Okay. Alright, so that's what I did. It's not super firm in there, but hopefully it'll be all good. Okay, so I'm going to push this down to the bottom. Okay. And then I'm just going to dunk this tube underwater, and I'm just like doing this until I get to the end, because that's going to fill it all with water. So if you don't know me, this is my 4th season with the pool. Just figuring it out as I go along. My pool is salt. And I tell you, I just came from my friend's house and she's like, I can't keep my pool clean. I'm like, man, you gotta go to salt. She said, I've got the thing in my cart, it's just really expensive. So the salt to chlorine is amazing. So then I'm just gonna hook this into my nozzle. And really, I just kind of push it against it. Alright, so with the really messy stuff in the middle, let me just show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is slightly wasteful, but for the little stuff in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and turn to waste and turn it on. And I'm going to hopefully vacuum just the really, see, waste is pouring straight out. It's not getting filtered, it's just leaving my pool. So it can be kind of wasteful if water is expensive where you are. But I just want all this yucky stuff gone, and I don't want it going back through my filter. Just bye-bye. So there's a lot of it here. So I'm just going to go over it. And then what usually happens is it gets pretty clogged up in here, so I have to take this whole thing off and, you know, take out the stuff that's stuck. So, which is going to happen really quick, I'm sure. But I just do that for a little while just to get the big stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to filter because you don't want to waste that much water. So let's see how much stuff is stuck in there right now. Okay. So you don't want that to come to the surface and get air in it, because you don't want air in your hose. Oh, well, it doesn't look like it got anything. There's nothing. See, usually there's stuff stuck in there. So I'm doubting that it's actually working right now, so I'm going to check if it's working. So I really just have to just strong arm twist this on there a little bit and hope that it stays. So let me turn this back on. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn it back to filter for now. Whew. And I'm going to test and see if it's actually working here. So I'll turn it back on. I'm going to bring it kind of close to the surface here. Not to the surface because we don't want air, but I'm going to feel it. It feels good. It's sucking. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and try to suck up most of this middle stuff. Daddy long legs. Okay. Prefer a spider over a snake any day. So if you want a stronger suction, you can close off your other out port. But the problem with that is if it gets clogged up, you know, it's really going to put a lot of pressure on your pump. So I just leave one open. You're not going to get as strong as suction, but if you do get clogged up, you know, it's just less hard on your pump. Alright, it seems like it's working. I love this new vacuum head. It's sliding really nicely. So I hope my camera doesn't fall Alrighty, my battery pack died, but we're back. So, I did come over here and unscrew this, and I noticed that here, sorry you can't see, there you go. There was some stuff stuck in there, so that's gonna happen. No problem. So it's a little time consuming, but you gotta get that stuff out or it's not gonna suck any more stuff through. Put that back, and we're good to go. So far so good. And then after I get done, maybe even halfway through, I'm gonna go and backwash my filter and rinse my sand out, because all this stuff is getting trapped in that sand of the filter, and you got to make sure to get it out. So yeah, a lot of this stuff, once you go over it with the vacuum, it kind of fluffs it up. But I like how this thing has a little scrubby on the side, because a lot of times you need a little scrubby. So I can definitely not do this with one hand, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, since I just got so much yucky stuff out. I'm going to turn it to backwash. Oh my goodness. Turn it to backwash. Turn it back on. Okay. All that yucky stuff's going to come out. So they say about 30 seconds, but until it turns clear. Why do I always do this at the hottest time of day? I ask you. I set out to do this morning, but something came up, so. It's pretty dirty. So remember, you don't just want to backwash, you want to backwash and then rinse the sand. It's sounding a little crazy. Okay. So now we turn to rinse. And this thing started to peel off, so I went ahead and wrote like in Sharpie on the side, recirculate, backwash, close, so that when this does peel off, I'm not like, well, I don't know what was what. So yeah, if you have an older filter, I would do that. So this right here is my salt to chlorine converter. They sell them differently now. They sell them, all right, it's rinse and clear. They sell them as this little white thing. They don't sell it like this anymore, and it's like $300, so it's pretty high. So I'm putting it back to filter, but I think it's worth it. And to be totally upfront with you, there are downfalls to salt water. There's rust there, so eventually, you know, that's gonna happen. So it is what it is. Alright, let's get to vacuuming. Might not pocket. Oh. Alright, now I gotta check the drain again, or check the thing again. Hello! Hot!
Yeah, me too.
Nice though, huh?
Yes. I'm wondering, what is this?
Vacuum.
Oh!
That's how I'm getting it all clean.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put sunscreen on y'all. So I will say I like this vacuum for the reason that it has these little side bristles. Let's see if I can show you.
Where?
It's really hard to do this with one hand. But when you go along the sides, you know, you're getting the edges of the pool clean, which is kind of hard to do. See? So it helps to kind of scrape stuff up so that you can then suck it up. So I'm happy with this vacuum head. You know, it's nothing fancy. You still got to do the work yourself. But I like the way it's going, and hopefully the bristles don't fall off like the other one. What do y'all think? Clean pool? Soon. Yeah, I got to get the ladder in and finish vacuuming, and I got to get y'all sunscreened up. Yeah, suits, and then if you can find some sunscreen in the laundry room. So hot. It's been look at all this stuff I gotta scoop off the top. But it's been such a dry summer. We've had rain like twice this entire summer. So all of our grass is brown. My garden is very sad, but still making a little bit. But thank goodness for the pool. Thank goodness for the salt, because with these temperatures, the chlorine is just zapped every day. So having salt means that I can replenish my chlorine all during the day without adding chemicals. So yeah. So anyway, I wonder if that person who called me ratchet and lazy is watching. But it was funny because I got a comment about my little short, you know, cleaning video that I just did about just going around and scooping every day. And it's funny because, like, lazy is what the goal is, right? I want to be able to be a lazy pool person and still have a clean pool. That is, I love that. I'm the lazy gardener, the lazy pool keeper, rule breaker, chain breaker. But yeah, I thought that was so funny. So I was just like, yeah, cool. Thanks for the click. Thanks for the penny. So, what's gonna happen though? I don't take offense. So it's looking pretty good. There's definitely some spots I need to go back around, but I can't really do it with one hand. So, yep, when I get done, I will do that rinse again. Not recirculate. What's my problem? Oh, see, it popped off because it's full. Alright, so here's a good example. So let me park this. Alright, so this thing popped itself off because, look, it's all filled up with pine straw and who knows what else. So we're going to open it up. Yeah, it's a little bit clogged. So I just grab this with my fingers, clean it off, put it back on, and don't drop the camera in the pool. Because that would be the end of my YouTube days. So there we go. Yep, looking a lot better. I'll definitely throw in a shot at the end of the finished pool so you guys can see. And it looks like I definitely need to turn on the hose and add a little water as well. Alright, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for a clip of it clean at the end. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Happy swimming. Peace out, guys. Alright, so it's not 100% perfect, but it's definitely better than it was. It's hard to see because I've got the pump running again, but yeah, I was going to mention this was the one I was using. And you see how all those have basically worn down or fallen out, so it just sucks right to the bottom of the pool. So I will not be buying these again. Plus they get dirt in there that won't come out. Also wanted to mention that I'm gonna have to pull this basket here, not today. Actually, it's not terrible, but sometimes you get a lot of stuff stuck in the basket, so you'll wanna close your valves. Most of you probably know this, but you'll close that so no water can come in, and then you're gonna release this water. You can also close this top, and then when the water is released, then you can pull the basket out, empty it out, rinse it out, put it back in. So, yep, there it is. Looks pretty good. Kids are about to swim. It's so hot and I'm gonna die. So that's it. So again, thank you for watching. If you don't have misters, look at this. The only part of my grass that's still green is because we turn these misters on when we're out here, and it's really nice. Alright, so again, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Happy swimming. And I'll probably make another video before the year's over, because I think we're probably just gonna like drain halfway and buy a cover so it doesn't get too yucky in there. or just let it get yucky. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm definitely just gonna do fresh water again next year, even though I have to buy more salt. I don't know. We'll see. Drop your comments below what you think I should do. I welcome your advice. All right. Happy swimming. Let's see if this hose is on. I might have to just get in here. The hose is on. No, it isn't. Okay, I need to get this filling up. All right, bye guys.